Hey guys, welcome to the Burn the Barn Down podcast. This is going to be episode number 4.
Can't
believe it, we're on number 4 already.
Hey, that's true, huh?
Yeah.
It started as an idea at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Now we're here now.
Chilling. We like restaurants, but
yeah.
we got into another good one at a restaurant the other day.
And we did, huh? And then we got David all the way from Texas again. He's with us again.
Yeah, you guys saw him on the last podcast. I got a lot of comments about David, and I don't say much about it, but me and David are way back. We were friends from a long time ago, so you guys on the comment section, treat him a little kindly, you know.
Them California Democrats don't bother me.
I know they don't.
What about the Texas Democrats? The ones that went from California.
Those don't
bother him, huh?
Yeah.
The brand new Texans.
Yeah. Yep.
So today we're going to talk about. We're going to start off.
Yes.
We got a couple of topics. I'm not even going to mention all of them because last time we didn't get to some of them.
We just wanted to go natural, you know.
Yeah.
Like if we were at home. We are home.
Well, we are at home,
but just talking and.
David, you're in a comfortable background too. You're just chilling over there.
Yeah.
So we're going to start out with.
I heard this week, right? President Trump, he pleaded not guilty.
Not guilty.
Yeah, for the January 6th in Washington. Insurrection.
You can call it an insurrection because that's
a lot of people call it the embarrassment of America. You know.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but
I haven't heard that, but yeah, that's a good one.
And what is your reaction to that? David?
About January 6th?
Yeah, about President. Do you think President Trump is guilty of the insurrection or inciting the people?
What's he guilty of? He wasn't even there.
No, he's the one that told people to go there.
He didn't tell people to go there. He actually told them to stay away.
I think he said we're going to head to the Capitol building, and if you remember that, and I'm going with you. You heard him say that, right?
Did he tell them to go in? He did tell them to go in.
He said, if we don't show strength, we will never get our country back. We got to do this, show strength.
Does that mean go in, though?
Apparently to the Proud Boys it did.
Apparently to Democrats it does.
No, to the Proud Boys. They actually went in. All of these people who went in.
They can read whatever they wanted in there, too.
So what about the Republicans?
Trump was actually the one that wanted to come in the National Guard, and Pelosi said no.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No.
He did.
No.
Yeah, he did.
Listen, that's what you get when you go. That's what Trumpers do best, David. They turn things around, they spin lies, and they say, "Hey,
that's what Democrats do best." Let's talk about all the riots that happened right before that even happened.
No, we're talking about
all the riots and all the killings. The killings and the Antifa riots. Nobody even mentions that, and none of the people were in jail.
Maybe because it was part of the United States where laws are being made. You know, that was very.
Well, the thing is, exactly. Yeah, we're talking about it at the highest level in the land. You can't get any higher than Congress and the judicial system, the executive branch, and Congress. You can't get any higher than that. Legislative system.
You got videos of police in there giving them tours.
You mean what was that guy's name? That black cop that told them, they ushered him, that one guy that told him, that didn't look like he was giving a tour. It looked like he was running for his life, trying to get him.
Dude, I've seen the videos. They were giving them tours. They were giving the big hair and all. They were giving them tours.
So, super question, David. Big question. Was there an insurrection, or was that all just fake TV?
No, it looked like an insurrection to me.
Okay, that's what we're talking about. That's one thing that you agree on. I think another thing you'll agree on is that.
Well, I don't think I agree on it. If they didn't let them in, how's it an insurrection?
Oh, so you didn't see the video of them breaking windows and pushing the cops down and beating them with flags? You didn't see that?
I saw the videos of the cops letting them in.
No,
I saw
you
the video of the cops giving them tours.
Oh my God, David! I can tell where this is going. This is just like talking to a Trumper, man. You guys just make shit up and just say.
No, this is just like talking to a Democrat, especially a California Democrat.
California, most Democrats do. They do. This is a fact. They do deal in facts and not feelings. But you're dealing in
what I want to know is if it was the other way around, you think the Democrats would have done that?
Would have done what?
Break into the Capitol?
No, there's no way, because it's right-wing extremists. It's an extremist. So the Democrats, on the one side, you have the Democrats who are extreme, right?
Dude,
extreme.
Listen, wait. Well, the question he just asked you, is you're like, no way.
No, he's saying would they have done that?
Yeah, exactly.
The Democrats wouldn't have done that.
What about all the Antifa riots before that happened?
Oh,
they were crashing cities
in Portland and Portland.
Those are not Republicans.
We're talking about storming the castle. Storming the Capitol, the number one thing in the land.
So destroying cities and burning cities down, that's okay. That's not Democrats being crazy.
But when it comes to democracy, that's your
You're talking about you can't conflate the two. They're not the same thing. I mean, it's the same kind of activity, but you're talking about.
Exactly, it's the same activity.
It's the same activity. It's like apples and oranges. Apples are fruit. You know, oranges are fruit. They both have seeds, but you can't say an orange is actually an apple and an apple is actually an orange.
Yeah, but what
how many of those people do you think Trump actually told to go there?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think the Proud Boys follow Trump? I
don't know who the Proud Boys are.
You're full of shit.
I don't have no idea what the Proud Boys are.
Okay, you know who Trump is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the first thing he says whenever he gets caught with something, I don't know him very well. I've barely spoken to him.
Well, what are you supposed to say? How I know him, and I told them to go in there and do that. I don't think.
But that's my point. Is David? Just be honest. Everybody knows that the Proud Boys.
The only thing I know about the Proud Boys is they fight Antifa. That's the only thing I know.
They fight Antifa?
But it's not in the organization that Trump started.
And so he's the one who said, hey, stand back and stand by.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So he said stand back and stand by. So they stood back and they stood by till he called for them. And that's exactly what happened on January 6th. He called for them.
No, he did not call for them.
But it was people from all over the place too.
You can put any spin you want to on it.
There's no spin.
Well, so what was the purpose? Okay, what was the purpose of those people going into the Capitol for then?
Yeah.
They were going to go in there to stop the steal. Remember that? Do you remember that at least, David?
To stop what?
The stop the steal, stop the vote counting, stop counting the delegates, the certification.
Well, I didn't know that was why they were there.
You're not, David. The one thing that our
the only thing that I would say is they were there to raise hell.
But they were there to support Trump, right?
Why did they get there? How did they get there? What you know how they got there.
They walked over there.
Yes. And who told them to go to the Capitol?
Not Trump.
We're going to watch to the Capitol building. Oh my God, I know you remember that. And I'm going to go with you.
That don't mean going and tear the place down.
Yeah, but he tell them to go to the Capitol building?
What's wrong with that? Do you not think that Democrats have protests all the time at the Capitol building?
Yeah, but how many of them actually went into the building? Who incited them to do that? And if you ask every one of the Proud Boys, they'll tell you that Donald Trump did it.
Or were there any Democrats made themselves look like Republicans and started the riot so the Republicans could go right behind them?
Okay, this is why, I'll just be honest, I'm going to be honest. This is why you guys get so many comments on our channel. Have you seen that, right? I know you've seen them. I don't know if you've seen them, David. I know you don't pay a whole lot of attention to social media.
I saw 4 or 5 comments, and you called me a Trumper and stuff like that.
Yes.
He knows who the Proud Boys is, but he just...
I know who they are, but I can give 2 shits about them.
But you don't care that Donald Trump sent them to the Capitol building?
Donald Trump didn't send them to the Capitol.
He sent them to the Capitol. He said, go that way.
He didn't tell them to go in the Capitol.
Okay.
He didn't tell them to go in the Capitol. The cops let them in.
Okay, but then when you ask those people themselves...
They were giving them tours. Look, this is they were letting them sit at people's desks. I mean, look at the videos. You said you want to educate. You know, if you want to be educated about it, educate yourself. Look at the videos.
David, Come on, man.
You click that video off real quick because you don't want to see it.
Because it's lies, David.
Hey Daniel, but
It's videos.
I know. Somebody told that dude to take Nancy Pelosi's laptop. They said, "Hey, take that laptop right there." But I know, just like they invited him in the chair to sit down.
It also doesn't make sense how unprotected that the capital, state capitol was.
You know what? It was.
If they knew that something could happen, they should have been prepared for that. So maybe they could have.
Well, here's the thing. I agree with you on that one.
I think maybe, or the Democrats were trying to incite the insurrection too.
No, because they asked for more. You guys at home, if you see
the National Guard,
tell me if this is true or not. But I heard that somebody did ask for them to add more people and more troops. I say troops, more Capitol guards, and somebody decided against it and said no.
But you don't tell me Nancy she doesn't have enough power to say, hey, we need more protection.
And that's got to come from the president. And the president's sitting there, and you've seen all the recordings you've got to see, and he laughs, he's looking back, and everybody's begging him, hey, put something out, saying it's not. Put something out, tell her, call this mob off.
Do you think they're tired of, like I said, being left out? They found somebody in Trump, right?
Yes.
That cared for them, or that they share the same ideas as them.
When Trump was in power, yes, he kept our country safe. We didn't have wars. There wasn't wars going on in the world.
So Trump,
we had that, and he was going to put a stop to that, and then Biden.
So that maybe the insurrection was because people felt like he finally gave them a voice. He finally
there's nothing wrong with that. But here's the thing, David. He gave them a voice, but if you lose, that means the rest of the country does not agree with you. And if the rest of the country doesn't agree with you, that's it.
Yeah,
it's next turn. Give somebody else a chance. You don't say, oh, now I want a dictator.
No, but if you think about it, Daniel, if you think about it, a lot of Trumpers couldn't. How did Trump? They lost to Trump to Biden.
That's democracy. If you lose, you lose. That's it. And then Trump, he's not going to say, "Oh yeah, I lost." He's never.
What are you going to do if Trump beats Biden this time? Is he going to be your president?
He was my president for 4 years. Of course, he'll have to be my president. But that's the point.
But will that be your choice?
No. But if he loses, he loses. When he won, okay. I was I was thinking he was going to. I was glad he won, honestly. But now, after I've seen what he's done, I don't agree with him.
So Trump's done.
He's done.
Biden's done more for you than what Trump did for you.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. If you look at it,
How about you, David?
No, Biden had never done nothing for us.
No.
He raised his taxes.
No, he didn't.
I mean, everybody talks about this infrastructure deal. It's going to raise taxes tremendously.
How many jobs is that going to create?
We're losing jobs.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Dude, educate yourselves, guys. Listen, educate yourselves.
If you got plenty of jobs, but they're low paying, if they're under the poverty level, people might as well let the government take care of them because they don't want to work for less than what they can live on.
Okay, that's another question. Why are the jobs low paying?
We want to talk about all these jobs he's adding. They're minimal jobs.
They're jobs. He's got the lowest, as low as anybody else, and he's put him right up there with anybody else, job creation wise.
That's why you want all the Mexicans over here to take your jobs, right? Those low paying jobs.
No, you're talking about.
What you said on the last week. That's what you said on the last video.
He's bringing manufacturing jobs here.
What manufacturing?
Yeah. What manufacturing jobs?
Just look it up. You guys educate yourself. Look it up. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to. Look it up.
But you know what, Daniel? If you look at the people that supported Trump, a lot of them are business people, or people that and people that support Biden. A lot of them are not business owners, or so you can tell how it affects the economy. Affects more with Biden. As a business owner, you're being affected more as your taxes are being raised.
Okay, so David made a good point there. The jobs that are coming are low-paying jobs, but why are jobs? Which kind of brings us into our next section that we were talking about. We want to talk about the middle class. Why is it shrinking? Let's talk about tax cuts. So we're talking about the middle class. So Trump gave the tax cuts to the rich, right? To the top echelon, the ones who make the most money. 80% of those tax cuts went to the top, what, 50%?
Actually, no. It was more. He didn't give the tax cuts to the super rich. He gave the tax cuts to the middle class.
Yes.
I actually got.
My God.
No, I heard it. It was
education, guys.
From 10,000 to 40,000, they got.
I'm just telling you from my experience. My taxes got cut whenever Trump was in there.
But now they're not cut anymore.
You're right, because Biden's in there.
No, you understand. That's what I mean by education. Those Trump tax cuts, they were made to sunset. They were just going to go down a couple of years, and then they would come back up to normal.
So you're telling me,
but the tax cuts that he gave to the rich are still there. Those were permanent tax cuts, and those were for 80%.
Just like we talked about before. Who do you think pays the taxes in this country?
The people who make all the money.
The corporations and the super rich. Those are the ones that pay the taxes in this country.
Okay, David, so those shouldn't they pay more money since they're making all the money?
No.
Why not?
Because you're a socialist, that's why you think that way.
Yes.
No. Yes. David, okay, listen, back in the day, we're talking about...
The Democratic Party now is socialism and communism.
Okay, let's talk about socialism too. Since you don't agree, you just won't even want to talk about tax cuts.
No, but wait. If you let the companies, you don't tax them as much, and you let them work, they're gonna create more jobs.
Okay, but what kind of jobs are they creating? Here's the bottom line is.
So you're telling me Elon Musk is not creating jobs?
Yeah, he's
Amazon's creating jobs.
Amazon's creating jobs. But how many of those people are on welfare?
I don't think. Hey, they pay pretty good.
They're born out, but that's because of Bernie Sanders and his socialist agenda. He's making them pay more money.
Bernie Sanders has nothing to do with it.
Yes, he does. Ask Costco. Ask Costco. Costco pays their people good money. Yes or no?
So you're telling me?
Wait, yes or no? Costco.
Yes.
Ask them about what happened with Bernie Sanders. He's the one who told them. He had a little conference, and they said, "Okay, you're right."
You cannot tell me you like Bernie Sanders.
He does.
I really do. And do I think he's 100% perfect? No.
He's a socialist.
You are a socialist. You're a socialist.
So I would say yeah, and I think
if
you are
like
too,
Bernie
David.
Sanders, you're a socialist.
So are you, David?
How?
No. I believe you make the money, you keep your money.
Yeah.
Okay, so the government shouldn't help you at all.
What do you mean help? How is the government helping me?
No, I'm saying in general, as a general rule.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't depend on the government to make a living for you.
Okay, then why are these big corporations getting all these subsidies?
Because they're providing jobs.
They're getting billions. Okay, but they're still getting subsidized.
And they're also paying 80% of all the taxes in the country.
But how much money are they making? They're making all the money.
Well, of course.
And let me tell you another reason why they should pay more taxes, David.
And they're creating the job.
Here's the thing, David.
You said it yourself.
They're using
circles is what you're doing.
They're using American citizens. They're using American infrastructure. They're using all the things that we pay for through startup costs. Through all that R&D, research and development, we pay for that. We subsidize that.
So you're telling me that we pay more taxes than the big corporations?
No, I'm saying the corporations get a big hand getting started.
But they produce.
You got to put that in there too. They make billions of dollars a year that they're giving them.
So if you're telling me if the government gives you $1 million right now, you're gonna make jobs and all that with that $1 million.
Here we're talking. Do you want the middle class to grow or not?
We do.
Okay, then you think you're gonna do that by giving them more money?
No, but
David, quick, serious question. You're a businessman. Let me ask you this: if the government gives the top, now think your business. Now we're talking about big corporations, business. Keep your business hat on. If the government gave, like they did with Trump tax cuts, they gave them all kinds of billions of dollars at the top. What did they do with it? Did they give that to the people? They give them all raises? They went and bought more stock buybacks. They bought some more stocks. All their stocks are inflated. All of a sudden, their portfolios went from $1 billion more. Now they got more borrowing power that they don't pay taxes on.
They do pay taxes. Quit saying they don't pay taxes because they pay 80% of the taxes in the country.
They don't pay taxes on their profit gains. They don't pay taxes on that until they sell.
Okay, they don't pay taxes, but they're screwing. The Democrats are screwing small businesses right now.
How?
Here in California, it's hard to run a business.
Yeah, I know.
You know, every year, how much is diesel right now?
So
$6 a gallon for diesel.
But is it hard to run a business in Texas?
I think it's harder in California to run a business.
Really.
It's easier in Texas, right?
Well, I got a business. My wife has a business, so I mean.
So do you remember back in the 80s and 70s? Remember the smog that was all over California? You couldn't even see LA because of the smog. So regulations brought that down. That's why everything goes up. That's why they want you to put DEF in your tanks. It's smog. There's too many people in California, and they're dealing with it. That's how they do it.
You're
trying to deal with electric cars. Here we go again.
But that's going to help California.
It's not helping. It's probably big corporations that are giving Gavin Newsom and the Democrats money to start promoting these electrical cars.
Exactly.
It is.
That's it.
You really think they care about the smoke?
Yeah, of course they do.
Or you really think when COVID was here, the Democrats were hard on the COVID? They were hard. Yet Gavin Newsom, he closed all the restaurants here, not caring about them. Yet his winery and restaurants were open in Napa.
But aren't you guys, when I first got here, like, oh, COVID money? Gavin Newsom's giving everybody COVID money. Yes or no? Gavin Newsom probably gave more people money than
No, he killed a lot of businesses.
But did he give them a lot of money? You tell me, you lived here. Yeah, come on, be honest. Just be honest.
No.
You're full of shit, dude.
No.
Gavin Newsom gave.
How much did they give you, Daniel?
Huh?
How much did he give you?
I was in Texas. I didn't get anything. I got the same thing everybody else got.
Every day they're making more laws in California to hurt businesses. Every day.
Yeah.
That is true.
So it's hard, and we're running under a Democrat.
So I think, to me, that goes into we need to talk about what we were going to talk about also.
Yeah.
And that's the minimum wage. What do you think about a minimum wage increase, David?
I don't care if they do it or not. I mean, you got to keep up with the economy, and it's not happening now.
Exactly. That's what we're talking about, is shrinking minimum.
But I think I support raising the minimum wage, but I think it's more you have to earn it. If you're a good worker, you're gonna make more money.
That's not how it works. Look at what we just talked about. All these tax cuts that the big corporations got. They didn't give raises. They didn't give anybody more money.
What you talked about. I keep saying that the big corporations pay 80% of the tax. You keep saying they're getting tax cuts.
They did. They've been getting tax cuts since the 50s.
But they still pay 80% of taxes.
Their percentage. Then how do they afford all these stock buybacks?
Look, you take a single woman with 3 kids, no husband. Does she pay taxes?
No, probably not. I mean, I'm sure she does some, but no, she'll get it back.
Yeah, I know. So, if none of them are paying taxes, who's paying the taxes?
Well, the rest of us. I get taxed. You get taxed.
I know.
That's not corporate. I'm not a corporation. I pay taxes. I'll tell you what. If I got paid more money, if I got paid 50% more money, I would be getting paid. I would be paying 50% more taxes.
Think about it. If you start going after the corporations, eventually it's going to come and end up going after the small companies too. It's a domino effect. You go after the big guys, and it keeps. Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking about like Walmart. How many grocery stores were there before Walmart came?
There was a lot.
And they had families. They were small towns. They had people working. They would pay them enough money to make a living.
So you're saying Walmart don't pay any taxes?
No, I'm saying Walmart don't pay their employees.
Then
if you pay your employees more money, you're going to get more taxes that way too.
But don't you think it's going to raise the prices of stuff?
Okay. So we're talking about Okay, let me get my head together here. We're talking about how much money inflation's costing us, right, David? You said $800 a month more last podcast? Yeah. And I didn't look it up. That sounds right. I believe you. I didn't look it up, but I believe you're right. But 60% of that inflation is all profits. Company profits. No. Yes, it is. No. Look it up. No. I mean, it's normally like 20, 30%. It was 60%.
More like Bidenomics.
Yeah.
No, that's Reaganomics way back from the day. If you look at how much inflation has gone up, and like you just said, Christian, that if you have a minimum wage increase, that we should what'd you say?
No, if we have if we raise the minimum wage, which is okay, right? But in the we're going to pay that increase. The consumer's going to pay it.
Yeah. But why?
Because it has to. As a business person, as a business, if it costs you more to run your business, your products are going to go higher. So it's a never-ending story. It's a never-ending story as a business. Imagine right now, small businesses are struggling right now.
That's not what I was going to lost my train of thought there, but go ahead.
Yeah, businesses are struggling right now, and then you come and hit them with more regulations. You're killing businesses.
You're talking about, okay, so the more regulations you're talking about is paying their people right.
No, but under a Democrat presidency, it seems like you support the people more than the businesses who are providing jobs.
Okay, but people are doing the jobs. Why wouldn't you?
No, you tax the companies, but you still give people money. You're telling me a lot of people here don't work.
Okay,
they get food stamps.
So we took the tax cuts for those people, right? What if they would have given more to their people? They're still making more money because now more people are going to spend more things. I get money, I spend it. I'm just like anybody else.
But not right now. If you look at the big picture, right now we're heading to a recession, and you still want to tax the big companies?
David, how many times have you seen recessions in your life? You're an old guy like me. How many recessions have you seen? At least stock market dips or just economy dips?
There's been a bunch. Yeah.
Okay, but that's the system.
It's harder to run a business right now than ever before.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
What's the holdup?
Everything, it costs so much. And workman's comp is it's expensive. Insurance.
So basically, people aren't buying stuff.
People are not buying.
So what if you gave them more money? Would they buy more stuff?
Yeah. But I don't know if David, but under us in California, a lot of small businesses are struggling right now.
Right. Well, they're struggling everywhere.
So, and we're under a Democrat president.
But what has Biden done since he's got in office? It's changed anything?
Well, everything went up.
But that's been going up. It went up under Trump.
No, under Trump, businesses were booming. You can ask a lot of business owners that under Trump, their business was much better than right now.
David, you're a business owner for a while too. How was it under Obama? Were they going up also?
No. Obama started everything.
He started everything going up.
That's when we took a dive.
Huh?
That's when we took a dive under Obama.
No, man, you guys are something else.
I've heard that every time, say right now, we're seeing, I don't know if you heard it before, that you don't see a president's economy until he's out of power.
Okay, I've heard that too.
You heard that. What do you think?
So if I believe you, so under Trump, everything was up because of what Obama did.
That's what they say. Remember, Obama took all the credit for Trump's. I don't know if you heard of that before, David. Or Trump's.
He could take the credit, but I don't give him the credit.
And the same thing with Trump. If Biden sucks now, his policy sucks because of what Trump's doing or did.
No, but I don't think so either.
No, I agree.
Because look at I don't know, here in California, gas is $6 this week.
Search up economies under Democratic versus Republican presidents.
Right?
Have you seen those?
No, I haven't seen.
Have you, David?
I mean, no, I don't look that stuff up.
Look it up. How are you educating yourself if you don't look that up?
No, but we're experienced, see, right now in California, gas is almost $6 a gallon.
That's true.
So that's Trump's fault. That's Trump's fault.
It can't be Trump's fault, Daniel, because all it takes is for Biden to pick up his pen.
It was $1.82 under Trump, but now that it's that's Obama's give credit to Obama 4 years after he's out of office.
Trump.
And now that Biden's in office and $6 gas, that's Trump's fault.
Under Trump, we lost 1 million barrels a day capacity of refining capacity. We lost all that under Trump.
Okay, but
we were energy independent.
Yeah, but we lost all that refining. How did that happen?
We didn't get energy from anybody. It all came from the United States. Nobody else.
Okay, but
now we're begging Saudi Arabia for oil.
We were energy independent was because nobody was driving. Everybody was shut down for 2 years.
No, but Daniel.
No, they were not.
Yes.
No, they weren't. No. COVID didn't hit till the last year he was in office.
No, it's still part of it goes under his
and everybody
numbers.
was still driving.
I was.
But
yeah, everybody was.
Not everybody.
Those are excuses. That's a Democrat's use.
No, you look at oil usage, gas usage in that.
Okay, but
that time frame.
But let's be honest. Which party supports electric cars?
Well, that's the Democrats.
Okay,
obviously.
And who are we under right now?
Well, right now we're under the Democrats.
And why is gas so expensive?
But so Biden under Biden, all the electric cars showed up. Or was Tesla already building electric cars under Trump?
Yeah, but they're giving more availability for these companies to grow in that field.
Even Texas knows how many windmills are in Texas, David. That's as Republican as you can get.
That's by the Democratic government.
How? I mean, in 4 years, I saw them. I worked on the rail yard. I see windmill stuff all the time, but nonstop.
Okay,
and that's under Republican. That is under Republican government, federal government, and a Republican state government. Yeah. So who's pushing it?
So you're no, but
Texas is not pushing it.
What?
That's federal, man. Texas is not pushing.
So federal is forcing stuff on Texas lands.
Every company putting up windmills down here, like GE, they're headquartered in New York.
Okay, but they're letting it happen. They can't do that without Texas permission.
They're letting you got the landowners. They have the right to let them put them on.
No, you can't. You can't join a grid without the approval of the grid owner. Okay. You can't do that. That doesn't make any sense at all. How are you going to have somebody do that?
You asked why they was putting the windmills here.
That's what I'm saying. How are they going to put a windmill up without being able to connect to the ERCOT grid?
Well, you can put them in the grid.
So really, the bottom line is Republicans are pushing for that also.
I don't know.
Tell me no. Tell me I'm wrong.
I just want to know. My pocket is hurting more under this president.
That's going to happen. It's ebbs and flows. Like David, you said it yourself. You said a lot of times economics go up and go down. That is what capitalism does. You can't keep going up and going up and going up without it coming back down. That happens every time.
Okay, so if
but it's the things that Biden do to make it go down.
What is it? He's coming out of inflation faster than anybody else. What's he doing to make it go down?
No, he isn't. No, he is not.
Yes,
What's
he
is. Doing to get us out of inflation?
Inflation is dropping every single year he started. It's coming down.
I want you to tell me what he's doing to get us out of this inflation.
He's creating jobs.
He just allowed Russia to be stronger and China to unite. Saudi Arabia.
How is he allowing Russia to be stronger?
Yeah,
if he's fighting, you don't want him saying this stuff to Ukraine, so you obviously don't like
that money is not going to help. It's only making Zelensky rich.
So all those, it's giving them money.
All that money that he asked is going to his pockets and his people around him.
Where do you get that information from?
I don't know if you've seen it in the news. Ukraine, it's a party land. Everybody's in their bikinis, partying, nightclubs.
You sound like David talking about insurrection was just a tour.
No,
it doesn't make any sense.
If there was really a war in Ukraine.
So you're saying there's not a war in Ukraine?
There's not a war in Ukraine.
Is that what Q says? QAnon says that?
Is there a war in Ukraine? I don't think so, David. They're out there in the beach, partying at night.
They're living better in Hawaii, I can tell you that.
Oh my God. Ask the governor of Hawaii how everything's going and how Biden did.
He fell asleep. I don't want to change the subject, but there was a meeting. He fell asleep during the meeting in Maui.
Yes, so he's old. He's an old man. He's going to fall. I fall asleep in meetings all the time.
Yeah, but he's the president of the United States.
If I had a dollar for every meeting I fell asleep in.
You contradict yourself so much.
Tell me how, please.
Things you say.
Please tell me how. Give me one instance right there.
You just said it. He's old.
I know he's old. I said he was old last time. I said he was old the last time.
Do you think he's capable of
he's
got the capabilities of being a president?
Yes, he does. Just because he's old doesn't mean he doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, if he's old, he has to call it quits.
Okay, Trump's not old? You've seen the video of Trump saying all kinds of stupid words. He messes up all the time.
Okay, then we should all agree that we need somebody younger.
Yes.
Like Nikki Haley.
We do need somebody younger.
You think we're ready for a
like
woman
Nikki
president?
Haley?
Yeah, I mean, I think
if it was Biden and Nikki Haley, you'd vote for Nikki Haley.
No, I wouldn't. I'd still vote for Biden because he's got good people. He actually has good people.
Who?
Not like Trump.
Oh my gosh! See,
who?
You can't talk to a Democrat. That's the problem.
But he's specific.
Because I'm saying I don't want to be a Nikki
And
Haley.
worse, you're a California Democrat.
No, but who's good under Trump? Under Biden?
Well, whoever's making his policies, he's winning all the time. $35 cap on insulin. Now we can the government.
You're right, Daniel. He's got a great vice president.
Well, she's not getting in the way. She's not shooting people in the face with a shotgun.
Daniel, I think you must be making a lot of money at your company or something because out here a lot of companies are struggling. All over the place. The economy is doing bad.
It's not. I mean, of course it's doing bad. Yeah, that's a bit like David said, $800 more a month. I mean, I didn't fact check that, but I will concede that the economy is doing bad. I mean, the average.
And it just takes Joe Biden right now to grab his pen and start drilling oil and start. Right, David?
Yeah.
You just, hey, you know what? Start drilling oil. Start.
Okay, Saudi Arabia is mad at him because he's bidding
close
our
up
oil
the
reserves.
border.
You know that, David?
Do you know what I heard today? They're cutting holes in the fence that Trump built so the antelope can go back and forth.
I saw a picture of a video of I think they were, I don't know which side they were from, but they were walking across those buoys that your boy Greg Abbott put up. So,
well, of course. I mean, nothing's going to stop them.
That's what I'm saying. You got, like you said it the other day, you said something about making a mistake. So, I don't know, come to some kind of agreement. There is some middle ground there that people can go to, but they won't ever happen in our lifetime.
Yeah.
We want to secure other people's borders, but we don't want to secure our own. You don't think we can secure our border?
Yes. Nobody wants to because of the same reason we were just talking about.
But you know what? To be honest, I don't even think it's the southern border no more. As a Mexican national, I can go get a passport from Mexico, go to Canada. I don't need a visa to go into Canada. Don't you think they could just come and jump over there?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
They're doing it now, Chris.
If they could afford it.
I saw it the other day. They're flooding through the Canadian border now.
So now we got.
It's a never-ending problem.
I think you guys are fear mongering. Oh man, we need to worry about these people.
I think.
So if you guys are if you had the same kind of fervor against the corporations that are stealing money from all these people who are not paying them good wages, we would already have good wages in this country because you would be joining the voices of everybody else to say the same thing.
I mean, if you don't have the corporations, what do you got, Daniel? You can't depend on
small corporations, David. But if you can't be calling them, they have to pay their fair share.
If you go after them, then who's going to provide the jobs?
And they do pay their fair share
by making them pay people good wages.
They do pay. No, do you not think they pay taxes? Do you think they pay no taxes?
I'm talking about wages, David. I'm talking about wages.
You're so worried about cents that you're worried about the cents.
Okay, cents add up. And that's the problem. You're okay with cents.
It's a domino effect. If these big companies are doing good, a lot of the smaller companies depend on these big corporations too. It's a domino effect. You give those corporations a hard time, the smaller companies hurt, then the people hurt.
You're not giving them a hard time by making them do their thing.
No,
if they can't be in America and operate right, then they shouldn't be here. Pay taxes.
So you're telling me we're struggling because of the corporation?
Yes.
I don't think so. What do you think, David?
That's totally false.
Okay.
That's socialism right there.
By how? By keeping a shrinking middle class?
If you got a company and you pay people in your company $20 an hour, right?
Okay.
All right, and then the government says, "Well, we decided that you're not paying them enough. Now pay them $40 an hour."
See, that's.
Are you for it? Are you for doing that?
You can't do it that way. But look what California did. They were paying, what was it 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Remember, it was $7, $8,
like $10.
You're talking about a broke state, is what you're talking about.
They're one of the richest states it's the richest state in the United States.
I guess minimum wage is $17 or 17.
The last one I read was 50.
Why aren't they paying the teachers retirement?
Who?
Your state, California.
Now, is your state paying them retirement?
Huh?
Is your state paying them retirement?
Yes.
But California's not?
No.
I'll look into that.
I'm going to tell you something. I know, okay. You see how Tesla, they went to Texas, right? A lot of the Silicon Valley companies went to Texas.
But there's still a lot of Tesla.
I know, I get it. But why did they go?
They're coming back. They're not going to stay there.
You think they're coming back to California?
Yes, I bet you they do.
No.
But my point is they left because they don't have a state tax over there. But still, if they're operating in California, they're paying those taxes.
But how do you want... See, they left because they're not paying... But see what they're doing? They're providing jobs. They're doing infrastructure in Texas.
You're talking about one headquarters. Maybe there's 1,000 jobs. But they're still building plants here. They're still building plants in Nevada.
Are moving to California, Daniel?
One more time?
What corporations are moving to California?
There's a bunch of startups every year, more than any other country, every other state.
You're talking startups. Yeah, they start them up and then they move them out.
It don't matter. You're still starting them up. How do you think Tesla got so big? Where did they start? Because the government's giving them money. How many jobs did Tesla start here in California?
A lot, but why? Because
and they're still here, except for that one headquarters.
But see, you still want to tax them more.
You need to tax them what they're making. And if they're making more than everybody, and that's how it's always been. Christian, it's been that way forever. Why are we changing it now? And we're talking about we don't have enough money to fix our roads. Texas, I'm looking at you, Texas. Why don't you have good roads?
Our roads are fine. I'm good with the Oklahoma roads.
I hear him talking about the infrastructure. I hear him talking a lot about the infrastructure, Bill. I don't see nothing going on. Do you see anything going on?
No.
Yeah, there's plenty. If you look everywhere, there's more construction everywhere. And you don't think there's gonna be more jobs? There's more jobs coming. You know there is. You can't just turn the faucet and all of a sudden the money filters out that fast.
What jobs, Daniel?
You're gonna have road constructions. You're gonna be building bridges. You're gonna be fixing roads. You're gonna be building new.
So none of that was happening under Trump.
New loops.
So yeah, it was going under Trump too.
Where? Not in Texas. Texas, you guys know, David, you live in Texas. You know what it's like over there.
So
I don't see any more construction going on in Texas
it's
now
coming.
than there was under.
Okay, so
it's coming. Ask Abbott how much is coming over that way. He'll tell you. I guarantee you, they know. Those governors know.
If you drive I-35 in Fort Worth, that's been under road construction for about 20 years.
Yes, it has. Exactly. Slow.
So I mean, what
should have already been done?
What's different now?
It's so slow, David. It's so slow.
So you're telling me if
so basically you guys are saying that infrastructure bill is nothing's coming out of it.
So you're telling me if Texas was run by a Democrat, it would have been much better now?
No, because they don't have a state tax, so they can't make the money like California can.
So you're saying that state needs a state income tax? Is that what you're saying?
No, Texas is doing all right because of gas and cattle. I mean, but they look at the roads. If you don't worry about infrastructure, you don't need a state tax.
What roads are bad down here?
You tell them.
Texas has great roads.
Maybe Corpus Christi was now forgotten part of Texas.
No, it's a lot of Texas looks like that. There's holes everywhere, potholes. Even in Wise County, where I grew up, letting everybody know, Texas, there's.
That's because we actually work down here. We don't have a bunch of welfare people sitting in their houses, driving on pristine roads.
I guarantee you have welfare people in Texas too.
Yeah, but okay, where's the rate higher of welfare? Is it in Texas or in California?
Well, California has more people because that's going to be in California, and they send everybody. Texas sends their people here. As we talked about in the last podcast, you can't use California
because
nobody from Texas is going to California
except for him.
So if I'm average, I'm as average as anybody. I'm average. So if I'm average Joe, I guarantee you it's happening.
But why do you see a lot of more Californians moving to Texas?
Just for that reason there.
For the state taxes.
It's because it's overpopulated. There's too many people. There's a lot of crime here, and there's a lot of taxes. But why do people move here? You know, you said it yourself.
Did you say a lot of taxes?
There is a lot of taxes. I know there is. But I have no problem paying taxes if I got good roads to drive on, for one. Or if I've got insurance that I need something, or something happens, I don't have insurance. I'm covered. They'll help me.
You know what? Give me low taxes and a gravel road. I don't give a shit.
That's for you.
You can have them good roads.
No, because let's be honest. I've noticed they say Kentucky is one of the poorest states in America, right?
Yeah.
But yet they keep on supporting Trump.
Yeah, that's true. Louisiana too.
So
That's
why are they supporting him? What do they think they're better with Trump in power over Biden?
they've been Republican for 100 years. I mean,
so it's not even more what the party can do for me. It's what, a tradition or what?
David, let you tackle that one.
What?
Why are Kentuckians voting for red all the time when they're still one of the poorest states?
I mean, I don't know. You'd have to ask them, but to me, they see it's a better economy under Trump.
Because remember in Pennsylvania, a lot of the mining, they were just.
That's the thing. You keep saying the same thing. It's better under Trump. It's better under Republicans, but history doesn't show that.
Yeah, but remember under Trump, Carrier. Remember they were going to leave. Harley Davidson was going to leave.
Probably Davidson was going to shut down.
No, but a lot of companies were going to leave, and under Trump, didn't he give them help? And they ended up staying, or cuts.
So why is it okay for Trump to give them help, but it's not okay to give people help who needs help on the street?
Because the companies provide jobs. They help families.
You're telling me that the Democrats are giving help to people on the streets?
I'm telling you that the Democrats want.
If that's the case, why is 100,000 people in Los Angeles?
The government wants
living in tents.
That's the thing. The Democrats want people to be able to afford health care. We're already paying way too much for health care. If we're paying taxes, you just pay a little bit more on taxes and don't have to go about an insurance company.
Wait a minute.
Better.
Are you calling Obamacare health care?
No, Obamacare is still better than what we have. We got more people covered under Obamacare.
Is it better?
Yes.
I mean, you have an aunt that died because of Obamacare.
And how's that?
You know how. They didn't help her.
Okay, so who would have helped her? So you're telling me that private insurance would have helped her?
Yes, definitely.
Could she
if
afford
you got
it?
Private insurance, doctors will actually take it.
The reason you go to Obamacare is because you don't have.
Doctors here won't even take Obamacare.
Okay, so that's the doctors. That's not.
No, but I'm saying Obamacare has helped a lot of people.
It has. It's insured more people than any other program we've ever had.
So you're not under Obamacare, David?
No, I got private insurance.
No, I mean I got the work.
But if he had the opportunity, you wouldn't go for it? Or if you could save money?
I do. I could have the opportunity, but no. I mean.
So what do you think about socialized medicine, if you want to call it that, or single payer program, if you want to call it that?
I mean, I don't know. It don't work for Canada.
Does it not?
No.
It works for Mexico.
Why do you think all the Canadians come down here for their surgeries and stuff?
Well, why do you think everybody goes to Mexico for their surgeries and stuff?
Because you don't have to use healthcare in Mexico.
It's cheaper, and it's socialized medicine, and they have doctors.
Exactly, and how many people have died from going to Mexico?
No way. That's not.
A lot of Americans go to get the dental work.
They go to get dental work. They go to get prescriptions filled. They go for all kinds. They go to get weight loss surgeries. They go for everything. They can afford it down there. And doctors treat you. They don't try to just treat the symptoms. They treat you and fix you. Over here, the doctors, a lot of times, they just want to keep you on a medicine program that they have a patent or an agreement with the pharmaceutical company. You know that's happening.
Okay.
You think that's happening?
But what you're saying is America, in other words, America sucks.
They do. You tell me they don't.
You're saying America sucks. So how are we going to fix the problem? You
let the government, like we're doing with insulin. Now we can negotiate with it and make that work. But now when you're negotiating with the insurance company, that doesn't work. Everybody knows that doesn't work anymore. Tell me insurance companies are in your best interest.
Nope.
So what if the government went straight to the insurance, to the provider instead of, you know what I mean, David? Does that sound?
Yeah, because I remember.
Yeah, I mean, I do think insurance is a ripoff in this country.
Yeah, it's a scam.
Yeah.
And every year, I remember I used to pay $50 for an emergency bill visit. All right, okay, I'll take it. And then whenever they changed it to I think it was $1,500 or something like that, I'm like, see, anyway, you know what it is. You know the drill. It went up and up and up. It keeps going up every year. Your coverage keeps going down. Now they got HSA where you're saving your money until you do need it. And it's your money, so really, why do I need an insurance company?
A lot of this has happened because people are fed up already. And we're going back to an insurrection. People are tired of living like this. So
but nobody's doing anything to fix it.
Okay, so what are we going to do?
You got to fight the insurance companies.
No, but overall, like how are we going to get this country to be great again?
I already said that. I said that in the last one. Pay us more money and start socializing some of these programs that should be. Look at David, because I said socialize and he gets all mad.
No, it's.
But my point is, you pay people more money, give them a more minimum wage, and then you socialize a lot of these programs that are supposed to be like, you got to do more regulations on medicine. I mean, I'm single payer. How much would that help people?
Daniel, if you make the corporations pay the people more money, then the economy will go sky high and we'll be in the same situation.
Yeah.
So you don't think it's better to give people at the bottom more money and see what happens? Look what happened in COVID. All of these people started getting all these $600 extra benefits or whatever they kept getting, right? Look what happened to company profits. Look it up. What happens when you give the people at the bottom more money? They spend it.
Where did that money come from?
It came from the government.
Exactly.
Okay, but
our government is a week or two from being shut down.
That's my point, though, David. If you give the bottom more money, the money does go up. Money does not trickle down; it goes up. It flows up.
Daniel, I just want you to admit that you're a socialist.
I'm a democratic socialist, if you want to look at it that way. I am to a certain extent, but still, I'm happy you're a business owner. I'm happy you guys are business owners. I really root for you guys to win.
But we're not getting any help right now.
Yeah, but
you're rooting for us to win, but you want to get in our pockets.
No. You're not a big business, David. I don't care how you look at it. You're never going to be Elon Musk, and you're voting like you're going to be Elon Musk next year.
Okay.
You're not going to do it.
One question: as a small business owner,
I'm voting to keep what I got. That's what I'm voting for.
You're going to have that.
As a business owner,
no.
Which party supports you more?
The government.
As a business owner, which
I don't want the government in my.
We lost you for a second. Go ahead.
David?
Hear me?
Yeah.
We lost you. Now we're back. You said we don't want the government in my pocket, or what were you going to say?
I don't want the government in my pocket either. I don't want to depend on the government.
You're not dependent on the government. You're dependent on your business to make it for you. And the way you do that, and like you, Christian, I know your business. Your business counts on people buying stuff.
Yes.
Restocking. And that's what happens whenever you give people at the bottom more money. They're going to spend it, and it's going to go up to the top of the corporations. You give corporations more money, what do? They put it, as witnessed by the tax cuts, they buy their own stocks to inflate their prices, and then they give people at the top more. David, it's proven. You see it all the time.
Once again, who's paying the taxes in this country?
Everybody who's here. Everybody pays taxes.
They say that the middle
20%.
class. They say that the middle class pays the most taxes.
The middle class, I don't know.
No.
It should be the corporations.
80% of the taxes is coming from the corporations and the top 10% of people.
It should be. They're making all the money.
That's what's happening.
Okay, it should be. They should be paying more too.
You want them to pay everything they got?
No.
Is that what you want?
No, David. They pay their whatever the tax rate is. They get up to their millions of dollars regular rates, and then once they get to a certain threshold, they have to pay more.
They don't have a right to make all the money they can.
Sure you do. Yeah, but you still have to be able to
pay your workers.
Yes.
Okay, but think about it. I'm a small business owner. He's a small business owner. If you force Tesla to pay $30 an hour, nobody's going to want to work for us. They're gonna want to go to work at Tesla. What are we gonna do?
You're still gonna have your business.
No, either way, you're killing the middle. You're killing the small businesses.
No, all that means is you charge more for your.
No, it's a domino effect. Whatever. So they impact. We get if they get impacted, we get impacted too.
So basically, what you're saying is you like the system now where the workers or the corporations at the top get all the money,
and we should get money too as small businesses too.
And like all your workers have money to be able to afford houses. You don't want to see that. But it's not going to happen under the system we have now.
No, it's never going to happen.
So you think McDonald's workers should make $50 an hour?
Actually, I think they should be able to at least afford a modest living.
They do. They make $20 an hour.
But that's not a modest living in California.
But how much?
It's close, man. I mean, $20 an hour is not bad.
So you want them to make $50 an hour? Is that what you want?
I think that like a middle manager should make at least that. You know, a middle manager or something like that. That's because you're talking way over the top. You know, that's.
Yeah, but $50.
You're talking.
Well,
you're talking $150,000 a year.
What do you want? An increase of $5 or what are you talking?
When you're talking about employees, why do they have employees to make jobs, to perform jobs? They don't come in to create jobs. They come in to use those people to make more money. That's what they're.
You want communism?
No,
take from the rich and give it to the poor.
How did anything I say come up?
Isn't that communism? You take from the rich and you give it to the poor?
No, communism.
He's a socialist. I mean, you admit you're a socialist. So.
Democratic socialist. But I still think capitalism is good, but it needs some help. Look at where we're at, David. This is capitalism. This is where we are.
We're not capitalism.
Yes, we are. But we're a capitalist nation. That's what we're doing.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, you tell me. You don't like the way things are right now.
I don't like the economy, but that comes from your president.
That's capitalism, David. And I'm telling you how we could do a little bit to fix it, and y'all are like, oh no, that's socialism.
Okay, I'm telling you something. How has welfare helped? You're giving the poor. How has food stamp helped?
Ask those people on welfare on food stamps. Ask them how it's helped.
They sell a lot of the people, they're addicted to drugs and they get all those food stamps and sell them for money.
You're talking about a lot. How many millions of people are on food stamps every year?
A lot.
And how many thousands maybe sell them?
A lot of people sell them.
All right, Daniel. Do you think that welfare recipients should be drug tested?
I don't care. Honestly, that's a slippery slope. That's an actually slippery slope. But
why is it slippery?
Well, because you start putting them in there that they're getting free government. How many let me get my stuttering straight. All of the corporations, they get free money. Do they have to go do drug tests?
But they invest the money.
But
how do they get free money?
Is there sanctions on them though? What do they do with that money we give them?
What you keep saying they get free money? What free money are they getting?
Okay, David, do me a favor. Google top companies in America subsidized by the U.S.
They get tax breaks, Daniel.
Okay, that's another way. That's not even subsidies. That's another way to do it. Tax breaks, government subsidies.
Yeah, but you give them tax breaks and they invest.
And they're still paying. They're supporting this country. The corporations are supporting this country.
Okay, but you're skipping the question. I answered your question. How it's helping?
But how is it helping giving money to the poor?
Okay, because now who's going to buy products off of the shelves to make your business grow? Poor people do that.
I just asked you a question about if you think welfare recipients should be drug tested.
I said I don't care. You know, if I needed the money and I had to take me a drug test, okay, sure. But that costs money too, so that's kind of defeating the purpose a little bit.
Is it? If you get a bunch of people off of it.
I don't know.
If you drug test,
then what are they going to do, David?
Go work.
Probably join that tent city down there in Los Angeles.
Exactly. So why does that help anybody?
Daniel, if you get food stamps, you get a welfare, you get that Section 8, which they pay your rent.
They don't do it forever.
There's no need to go and work. Oh, there's no need to be better.
But those run out. You don't get it forever.
Well, as long as your kid's 18, you keep on having kids, and that you have 20 years secure.
So you're saying they should take that away from them?
No,
wait. Should they take it away from them?
No, help for a certain amount of years, but you have to be involved in the school. You have to be work and helping you getting your feet. After that, they need to stop.
So what do the corporations have to do to get all that money?
They provide jobs.
They're providing jobs anyway. So why are we giving them more money if they're already making money? These are companies that are making billions of dollars in profits, and we're giving them more money.
If they gave David $1 million, and they give you $1 million, is he going to provide work jobs?
I don't know.
Well, he probably would.
Is he going to go? Is he going to go corporate on it? Is he going to go? I don't know.
He's a businessman. He'll probably start a business. You will probably spend the money.
No, I'll probably put it away. But yeah.
So I'd rather give it the money to the businessman.
Why?
He's gonna make jobs.
So what if I spend the money? I'm making jobs too.
No, you're spending the money, but you're not making jobs.
No shit. Why do you think jobs exist?
Well, he's making money and he's spending money.
Consumers. Jobs exist for consumers. That's why, David, y'all's business people depends on people buying stuff. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
But we also buy stuff.
But you wouldn't do it without me buying stuff. Me being the common man, everybody off the street. If I don't buy nothing, you don't have a business.
What do you think, David?
He's a socialist.
I'm a practicalist, dude. You can't keep the same system we've been doing. Look what's happening.
Look what happened in Cuba. You take from the rich and you give to the poor.
Is that what Cubans are doing?
Yeah.
Is that what Denmark's doing? They're socialist. It's in how you manage it.
Yeah.
If you take all the corporations' money away, you're going to destroy the country.
You are, Daniel.
You're not taking the corporations. You know how many billions and trillions of dollars they have, David?
What company?
Can you even $1 billion?
What company? Amazon.
Okay, Amazon's one.
But
Tesla's one.
Daniel, but look, he started in the trunk of his car.
You just said a while ago that they pay great wages.
They pay good wages. Some of them do, but not all of them. Walmart.
Dude, you can't pay a Walmart employee $50 an hour.
You can.
Walmart is one of the biggest employers in the country.
Yeah, but I could buy something cheaper at Walmart than at my local store.
But still.
And Walmart is having to shut their stores down all over the country.
Not because of profits. They're making money.
No.
And I wouldn't have a problem with them going out of business.
See, he doesn't support Walmart.
I don't support Walmart. Costco, yeah, I'll do Costco. They pay their people well.
Usually, what, 15 an hour, 20 an hour?
They pay more than $20 an hour.
21, I think 22.
Yeah.
But still, it's not enough.
What's the difference? If Walmart's paying 20 and they're paying 20,
Walmart's not paying 20. Walmart's people are on. McDonald's is paying 20. Walmart doesn't. Walmart's paying in Texas. They're paying $11 an hour.
No, they're not either.
My stepson worked for them. I know.
I got friends that work for them too. They're making $16, $17 an hour here.
They weren't last year. They were making $11.50, I think, is what his paycheck said.
And this is a small town, you know.
Yeah, that was $11.50 an hour.
Or the hillbillies, the uneducated truckers.
They don't know who the Proud Boys are. Educated, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
No, but so you think Trump is gonna be guilty for the insurrection?
I don't know. He's got a lot of money. Money makes you slippery.
You know, so they're just trying to make it hard for him to run.
He won't.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like I said,
it's political warfare.
I think it's law and order.
Political warfare.
Hey, but what I want to know is, you remember
what do you think about the House doing impeachment inquiries on Joe Biden?
Oh, I heard that today too.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
That's political warfare?
That is definitely political warfare because there's nothing to go by.
They impeached
That's the
Trump.
problem with Democrats. They always want it one-sided.
Yeah, that's true, Daniel.
No, but the truth is, look at Trump. You talking about Trump? Every time somebody says something,
there's plenty of evidence out there that Biden's guilty.
We'll find out. I'm glad they're doing it. I really and truly am.
Well, we're going to find out about Trump too.
Exactly. We've already found out. We already know more about Trump because people leaking stuff.
If Biden wasn't guilty, why does he have 3 aliases?
I have no idea about that one. But we'll find out, right?
Look it up. I thought you looked stuff
No,
up.
I heard he did. But does that mean he really did, or is just somebody saying it? Everything about Republicans is they say, "Well, we heard this and we got this."
They got like 8,000 emails.
David, how many times have we heard about Hunter Biden's laptop?
And it's all true.
For 10 years already.
And everybody,
10 years.
10 years. It hadn't been 10 years. It's been 2 years.
It's been forever.
But
everything in there is true.
how come when it's a Democrat or a Democrat's son, everybody's like, get off Hunter, leave Hunter alone? But when it's Ivanka or somebody else.
Daniel, do you know who Devin Archer is?
I don't know who that is. No.
I thought you were educated about this stuff.
So is he as popular as the Proud Boys? Has he been in the news like the Proud Boys have?
Devin Archer is Hunter Biden's business partner.
No, I do know who that is. I know who that is.
And he's testifying that Joe Biden was in several meetings. He's going to be a whistleblower. He's going to testify about how many meetings that Joe was in.
I hope he does.
And should they?
Honestly, I hope he does.
So he should be impeached?
Well, first you have to have some proof. How many times have they asked Kevin McCarthy, "What have you got?" Has nothing.
It was a good podcast today. Very interesting too.
Yeah, we talked about a lot. We went places I never thought we were going to go.
But it's good because we get a different perspective from everybody. But it's hard because we can't get into common ground.
You can.
Yeah,
that's just going to happen.
Everything that Daniel says is true, but everything we say, you'll have to fact check it.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, David. I appreciate you getting on the Burn the Barn Down podcast. Second time, dude. You're our first one and our second one. So
hopefully, don't be mean to David and don't be mean to us. All right, guys.
Hey, we're just regular guys giving our opinions.
All right.
Nah, I don't care what them Democrats. I don't even read that stuff. To me, they're the ones that are uneducated. They think they're educated. They're not educated. If they were educated, they wouldn't be voting Democrat.
Yeah.
All right. We'll quit on that. We appreciate you being with us, man.
All right. You guys have a good one then, guys.
No problem.
See you, David.
Good night.
All right. Bye, David.
There you go.
All right. Bye.
Later.